Hi friends! Hi, hello! Hello friends, it's time for Crochet and Chat. I feel like we should have like a little theme song that comes on. Well, that'd be weird. Could we already have like a theme before this? And then, yeah, so I'll just stick to singing my little ditty. Hello friends, welcome to Crochet and Chat. You know, like something like that. Hello friends, hi Surf Creations, hi Kyla. Hi Mari, hi Ronnie, hi Gladys, hi Trish, hi Michelle. I know, like a theme song, like dun, 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 dun. It's Crochet and Chat with Sammi and her friends. Come hang out with us and chat. We have jokes, we have fun, we do polls and stuff. I think that would be really funny. Maybe I'll work with Renee. I'll work with Renee. Maybe we can come up with a little jingle. A little jingle for Crochet and Chat. Look at me, I'm already ready. Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm already ready to crochet, clearly. Hi, my name is Sammi. I teach crochet with Yarn Over Hook. Yarn Over Hook is a free social media for crocheters to create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from around the world. You can join for free at yarnoverhook.com or click the link in the description below. If you are already a member, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. Hello, friends. There, yeah, I already have the lyrics. I already have the lyrics and everything. Like, and Renee is like a amazing, beautiful, wonderful musician with like a piano and stuff. So maybe I'll talk with her and we'll like come up with like a little ditty. That would be really, really funny. That would be really funny, but I know she'd be down. So once Renee enters the live, friends, and joins us, let me know, because we're going to talk to her about a little chat. And I have something for Annette when she gets here. So we're going to hold off on that. We're going to pin that. Y'all, I don't want to get you guys too excited, but I'm really excited, and it should be here. It should, let me see. It should be here. Like, it should get here soon. But we may have a package. We may have an unboxing today. But please don't hold me to it. If it ends up like not coming, it's not me. It's not me. It wasn't my fault. But like please don't hold me accountable for that. They'll be mad at me. But I'm hoping that it gets here. I've been like refreshing my shop app and like the tracking and everything. I'm gonna do a refresh real quick. And then what's so awesome is that I have an amazing crochet husband and he knows that the package is coming. Yeah, like it's saying it should be delivered by 5. So like within the next couple of hours. So if you guys, it's from the other day. If you opened the link from the other day, I think was it Wednesday or Tuesday? But one of those days. If you open that link and you you didn't want to be surprised, you wanted to know what I ordered, that's what should be coming today. If you don't know and you wanted to keep it a surprise, hopefully we have a surprise today. But we'll see. Hopefully we don't have to wait because we've already talked about it. It's a long wait until Tuesday from today. It's long and I miss y'all. And I promised that I would do the unboxing on live. So I'm going to have to hold that package until next Tuesday. If it doesn't get here before we end the live today. But we're not talking about the ending yet because we just started. We're here. We're here. How's everybody doing? Hi, Gladys. Hi, Suzanne. You're new here. Welcome. Welcome. We're so happy to have you. Hi, is it Rasni? Hello. Hi. Hi, friends. Hi, Sergeant Frog. Hello. Hello. What are we crocheting and chatting? What are we crocheting and chatting, friends? What did you guys bring to drink? What did you bring to crochet? I have my bam yarn overhook tumbler with some still water in here. But I also have my chai, my oat milk chai from one of my favorite spots here, Aroma. If you're in LA and you've never been there, highly recommend it. It's so cozy. Magenta is here. Everybody say hi. Trish already loves Magenta's spot. Because I know that Toshi won't be here. Toshi won't be here today. I don't know where Toshi went. He's hiding somewhere in our bedroom. And we keep our doors closed. So he'll be yelling to be let out in a bit. But he's going to be out there hanging out with Dada. Because when my husband is home, he plays scary games. They're not scary. They're just like a lot. Dark Souls. He plays Dark Souls a lot. And he gets into it. And it sounds like a lot's happening. So we keep the door closed on Saturdays so the cats don't visit us on Saturdays. So Magenta is in this spot today. Doesn't she look so perfect? Isn't she the goodest girl? Isn't she the goodest girl? She looks so like... I love her so much. I love her so much. Okay. Hi. Cool. Great. Suzanne, I'm crocheting a mesh market bag. Nice. What colors are you using? Whose pattern are you using? Rasni, I am new and I'm learning how to crochet, but it's so hard. It always gets tangled up when I'm trying to crochet. Oh, so like the yarn gets tangled up? What gets tangled up? Maybe we can help you out. And then let me get this up because I keep forgetting to put it in here. Here it is. Content, playlist. Okay, so we have a playlist for absolute beginners. Let me get this up here because I think, did I forget to put that? I did. So we're gonna put that here. We'll just do ABC. It's the absolute beginner crochet series. So I have a bunch of videos that are full length that walk through the absolute basics of crochet so that it makes it a lot easier, a whole lot easier to crochet. Let me get some emojis in here. We'll do yarn. Let's see. There we go. We'll do yarn emoji. Why isn't this working? Please hold. Okay, there we go. We have the yarn emoji. We'll put that one. And there it is. Paste. It's hard for my computer. There we go. Okay, so then that should work. Let's see if that works here, because I had meant to put that on there. There we go. Okay, so, oh, you're freehanding. Nice, Suzanne. How is it going? How's it coming? What kind of like, what is it that you're, like, what stitch did you choose? Trish, I have my coffee and hopefully I can crochet next week. I'm missing it so much. Oh, you gotta rest up, so that's okay. Marty girl, I spent my day in this weird crochet block. Like a block? Like you don't know what to crochet? I'm gonna find some stuff for the shop thingy, but I don't know. I didn't find anything I wanted to make at the moment. Oh, our Crojo is missing. Hmm. Hmm. Well, you just spun a bunch of yarn. And you said that you were working on the bag. I thought you were working on the bag. Sergeant Crochet, or Sergeant Frog, I'm crocheting a treble twirl skirt with a pattern I got on Etsy. I'm making it in brown. How's it going? I've seen that skirt. How's it going, Sergeant Frog? Okay, so for Rasni, and for anybody, if you guys notice, anybody who comes in that are like they're beginning in their crochet and stuff, if you put exclamation ABC, then our playlist should come up for absolute beginners. There we go. Absolute beginner crochet series. If you put exclamation point ABC. So maybe Rasni, that might help. That might help some. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask during the live and we will all try to help because this community is amazing and I'm happy that you're here. Sergeant Frog, it's going really well so far. I'm like 1/8 of the way through. That's awesome though. That is so awesome. That skirt is gorgeous. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous skirt. So I'm excited to hear all about it. Of course, Rasni, of course. Madi, Trish, thanks. I'll try that and try my best not to slack off because I did that a lot today. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take a break. This morning was so slow for me. So slow for me. And it honestly, I'm really happy for it. Very, very happy for it. I felt like I needed a slow morning. And now I feel like really inspired. I'm excited to crochet. And I'm going to crochet up some more borders tonight and maybe film some videos, edit some videos. We are working on those printables for y'all. We have like a crochet tracker going, crochet project tracker, a crochet pattern planner, yarn categorizing cards. Like we're working on a bunch of different like fun printable stuff for you guys. Me and Alexis are, or Alexis and I are working on those. And then I just got some ideas for some other stuff, some other kind of printable things, and like resources for y'all that I'm going to try and work on tonight, as well as like the Yarn Over Hook team. We have a meeting tomorrow, and there's some other ideas that I have. I've just been like full of ideas this week, full of ideas. Especially from our conversation the other day about books and stuff. There's a truck backing up in the street. I've been listening to truck noises all morning, hoping that it was my delivery. And I think that that might be it. That might be an Amazon truck. I'm listening for a USPS truck. That might be a USPS truck. We might get my package. Let me refresh. I'm all over the place, but it's just because I'm excited. It doesn't say it's delivered yet. We'll just have to see. So yeah, lots of ideas this week. Lots of ideas coming. My Crojo has been all over the place. So what I am working on is a Bolero shrug for my cousin. One of my younger cousins reached out to me and was like, hey, do you think you can maybe crochet this for me. And I was like, yeah, because I've been wanting to crochet a Bolero shrug anyway. But I don't know if I wanted to do one for myself. And now, like, doing one for her, I'm kind of like, oh, I kind of want to make one for myself now. And I have this yarn in white. This is the 24/7 cotton. I have it in white, and so I'm probably going to make one in white. This is new yarn. Yes, I'm going to admit it, but I didn't purchase it, so I did not break the summer stash bash. She purchased it. She paid for the yarn. So I did not break the summer stash bash in getting new yarn. She got the yarn and was like, can you make this? I'm like, yes. I didn't want to have to tell her like, no, you gotta wait because I can't technically have new yarn, but she bought the yarn. So I don't think that that counts, right? It's not like and I'm not making anything for myself. So yeah, I want to be transparent because this yarn was not in my stash. But Trish, I am on a break due to health. Due to health. Hopefully I can next week. I have a list of new projects I want to make. What's on the top of your list, Trish? What is like something that you're very, very, very excited to make? Because you're taking a break. Is it for your hands? For your wrists? Is that why you needed to take a break? I couldn't remember. Gladys doesn't count. Thank you, Gladys. Phew. Thank you, Gladys. I don't think it counts because I didn't purchase it. I didn't purchase it. I didn't purchase it for myself. I'm not making anything for myself. This is all her. This is all her. I'm just providing the labor and the love going into it because I'm having a lot of fun. The mesh stitch is so fun. I think I also like it because like I've mentioned before that I'm pretty sure I have like I don't know. I think that exists like an acute form of OCD. And look at these squares. It is so satisfying. It's so satisfying. The row that you're currently working on with the mesh stitch doesn't go as flat, but like once you finish that row and start the next one and start to pull it up, it creates, friends, like look at how perfect these two rows here, how perfect those boxes are. It's so satisfying. I didn't realize how satisfying this stitch is. And I've mentioned this before, I don't really care for the diamond mesh stitch. I feel like it's a little too chaotic. It's not as like uniform for me. And that's because you don't go into the stitch when creating the mesh. You go around the stitch when creating the mesh. So that single crochet, I feel like can move around. But when you do the double crochet square mesh stitch, oof, oof. It's so satisfying. Does anybody else get that with like a stitch? Like that satisfying feeling of like how it sits and how it looks? Like what stitch is that for y'all? For me right now, it's definitely this mesh stitch. Maddie, I feel a bit better working on the shawl again because I'm focusing on this one. Oh, right, you have a shawl that you're working on, hun. That can bring up your crojo because you were excited about it. It's one thing and my mind isn't everywhere. It's quite refreshing. Good. Good, 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 good. Hi, Pudo Crochet. How are you doing? Trish, for my back, your back, right. I have arthritis in my cervical spine. So do you have to do more like laying around? They're just like, you don't want to be like hunching over in your seat. Is that why you're taking a break from crocheting? Oh, it affects your arms. Man, that's a bummer. That is such a bummer. I hope that the recovery goes quickly and smoothly with no complications. Because that's a bummer. Gladys, plus it's very sweet of you to do it for her. Thank you. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I can do this one. She had sent a couple of other patterns that were like really complicated. And I was like, but this one, and then she sent this one, and I was like, that one I could do. That one I can do. It's not that the patterns were complicated. Um, it's like I already don't do commissions. I don't do commissions. I don't really do orders. Um, and so when I do for like a family member or a friend, it's more like a favor. But that's limited to like depending on what it is. You know what I mean? So like the sweaters were very intricate and very specific. And I feel like I wouldn't have been able to do that one as a favor. Like that one, I was like, that's like getting into the weeds of like customs, like real like customs and commissions, and like it doesn't make me feel good doing that. Um, yeah, it's hard. It's hard out here in the commission streets. Like art out there. I'm not there. I'm not there. Out there in the commission streets. I commend folks who do commissions and like charge a fair wage and like take the time and just like getting the orders and the yarn and then like spending that time and trying to get it done in a timely manner. It's just stressful. It gives me anxiety just thinking about it. But something like this I can do. Something like this I can do. A small amigurumi thing I could do, depending. But like intricate designs, blankets, ah, that one's kind of tough. That would be kind of tough for me. What about y'all? Do you guys do a lot of commissions or custom things? How do you feel about that? Um, let's see. Hi, Hang with Samushi. How are you doing? I'm working on the Bolero shrug. Trish, and the first thing on my list is a Hexy extra long cardigan. Nice, nice. Is it like a duster? Put a crochet. What are you doing in crochet today? Just working on this Bolero shrug. Oh, right. Was that what was causing the numbness? Marty, probably yarn under single crochet because they all look like mini popcorn stitches. I love that. I love that. Laying down and if I look down. Got it, Trish. Oh, goodness gracious. That is so tough. Rasni, I am trying to do it, but instead of one chain, it has three. Is that normal? Like you're trying to chain and you see three loops? Does crocheting calm you down? I would say so. It definitely centers me and relaxes me. I feel very relaxed when I'm crocheting, depending on what I'm crocheting. I was not very relaxed when I was crocheting my wedding stuff. I just felt very stressed and like I just wanted it to be done and I wasn't enjoying it. Um, but when I'm crocheting because I want to crochet, absolutely. I feel so relaxed. Like I was crocheting just before this, and I think that's why I feel so like let's crochet and chat. I feel like that's why I feel so relaxed right now. My chai is making me feel very relaxed. And like this stitch is so satisfying. This stitch is so satisfying. I'm like so happy. This stitch is just it's so nice. It's so nice. And I like this pattern. Let me share it with y'all. It's a free yarn inspirations pattern. I did not realize that, oh, that's so funny. My cousin just messaged me. Um, I did not realize that Yarn Inspirations has so many free patterns. And not just like, oh yeah, like Yarn Inspirations has some free patterns. No, no, no. It's not some. It's like a lot. It's a lot. So this is the pattern that I'm doing. I'm not using red hearts. I'm using 24/7 cotton. Because I wanted it, one, to be very comfortable for her, and two, um, the drape of 24/7 cotton is so nice without even having to block it that I wanted her to have a nice drape. She wanted like billowy sleeves, and I feel like if I used like a stiff acrylic, it would not happen like that. It would stay pretty stiff. So I wanted to use 24/7 because I feel like 24/7 has a beautiful drape without having to be blocked. And so I wanted it to be low maintenance for her. I didn't want to give it to her and be like, okay, so now block it and do this and do that. No, 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 no. I wanted to send it to her and she can like throw it on immediately. So I'm using our inspirations 24/7 in the color bay leaf. She picked bay leaf. We both like olive, clearly. So let me see this. Bolero? Bolero, right? I feel like I always spell this differently every single time I spell it. So this is the shrug that I'm working on. There's some emojis in there. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for this. So what stuff did I make for the wedding? We should be getting our photos back from our photographer in like the next week or so. So I can't wait to make a post about it. But I crocheted placemats, I crocheted table runners, and with the help of my mom, she made half of the table runners. And all of the wedding favors, my wedding rehearsal dress, and a scarf, like a sleeved scarf to wear after the ceremony at the reception. It was a lot of crocheting. It was a lot of crocheting. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. It was a lot of crocheting. Like, so much. So much crocheting. And I'm happy with how everything came out, but it was just like a lot. It was just a lot. So that's what I made, buddy. I cannot wait for the pictures to come back so I can post pictures, some nice like professional pictures of how everything looked. Trish, yes, it's the joys of winter. It was first diagnosed at 41 with arthritis in my knee. So I had to quit my job as I was a night fill in a supermarket. Oh my gosh. Goodness, Trish. Sonia, hello. I'm listening mainly today as I work on my other hobby, working on fixing up a 90. Oh, a 90 Bronco. Nice. As for commissions, I always feel so strange, but I gladly take them. Ah, but I'd much rather make whatever and whenever I want them, put them on my stand, much less stress. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I love that site and Hobby for non-plushies. It's nice. It's really nice. The number of like free patterns that are available. Like Your Inspirations has a ton of free patterns. Hobby has a ton of free patterns. And then there was another one. Red Heart. Red Heart has a ton of free patterns. I had no idea. I had no idea. That's a really awesome resource. If you guys come across something that you like, definitely share it in the free patterns forums on Yarn Over Hook, or the patterns forums on Yarn Over Hook. It might be really, really nice for somebody if they come across it and they're like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was looking for. So if you find something that you like, feel free to share it. Absolutely. Mari, I have a couple of cotton skeins left from my hexi kimono and been needing another wearable, so I might try it. This is nice. So this is only needed, I got four skeins of the 24/7 cotton, and 24/7 cotton, let me see, I think it's 100 grams. That doesn't sound right. Let me see. I have one here because I was going to start one for myself too. I have one here. My crochet bag. Here we go. So 24/7 cotton by Lion Brand. Okay, it is. It's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. It's 186 yards. So I only need 3 of these. I got 4 just in case, but I only need 3 of these for a shrug. Because I think it just needs, let me see the pattern. For a small medium, you just need 520 yards. And in a large, you need 595 yards. So, what did I say? It's 186. So 520. Nope, not 5,020. There we go. 520 divided by 186 is 2.79. 2.79 skeins. So estimated 3, but picked up 4 just in case. Because we've had this before. People ask like, so how much yarn do you actually pick up for a pattern? So I do the math of it, round it up to the nearest full skein, and then I add one. That's how I always buy my yarn, just so that I'm sure that I have enough. And then like sometimes if I end up not needing an extra skein, I'll just take it back, or I'll just use it in another pattern. Because she purchased this yarn, I'm just gonna return the other skein if we don't end up using it. So yeah, it's nice. It crochets up really quickly. I've always been kind of nervous about it, like an all mesh project, because I feel like it's deceiving how quickly it can crochet up. So I've had to frog it several times because I've made mistakes. I've done like an extra turning chain, or I forget to put the 2 chains in between the double crochet, like stuff like that. I feel like it's very easy to like skip or add a stitch in mesh stitches because it all just kind of like looks the same, and so then you just keep going and you don't even realize it. But yeah, see how satisfying? Oh, look at that. It's so satisfying. All those boxes, those like perfect boxes. This is why I really need to start my filet crochet journey. I need to start that. Maybe I can do it next week. I don't know, we'll have to see. I really want to start my filet crochet journey. I want to film a vlog. I want to film a vlog for y'all. Me learning it. Hi, Jeanette from West Virginia. How are you doing? What'd you bring to drink? What'd you bring to crochet? Rasni, thank you so much. You helped me so much to learn how to crochet. Yay! Are the tutorials helping? I'm so glad. Did you figure out your chain? Trish, thanks for that pattern. It's now saved in my Crochet Patterns app. Very nice. Yay! What app are you using? Details. What is this app? Hi, Cassie. How are you doing? What'd you bring to drink? What'd you bring to crochet? Trish, Sammy with the mesh sleeves. How would I adjust the pattern for thicker yarn? You're going to do thicker than a 4. So what I would do if you want to try to keep it down in size, like keep it from getting too big, is to use a smaller hook. Use a smaller hook with your thicker yarn, and you'd probably want to do a swatch. So the gauge is, what was the gauge? So the gauge is 14 stitches and 6 rows is 4 inches. It says in the pattern. So this would be a mesh stitch. So what I would do is go down a couple of sizes in your hook and crochet out a gauge that is like 20 stitches and go 10 rows, and then see how close you can get your gauge. I would do 20 by 10 and then measure out 14 by 6 and then see if your gauge is matching. I would try to just get as close to the gauge as possible. And I just think that you would need like a really, like as small as you can get in your hook. You're probably not going to get the exact same gauge, but I think you could get close and then adjust from there. So like the starting chain, oh my God, the starting chain was 224. That's why there are stitch markers. I did stitch marker every 20. That was the longest chain of my life. Longest chain of my life. So you might just need to adjust the length of it and everything. Just like little things like that. So I would make a gauge, find like where to adjust, and then go from there. But you could totally do it. Hi, Vivian. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Hope you're having a great weekend, Vivian. What'd you bring to drink? What'd you bring to crochet? Michelle, I've made a few boleros. However, I really like that style. Saved. Awesome. Yay. I'm hoping that it comes out well. This is my first like wearable that I'm making for somebody else. And I contemplated making one for myself first. This is why I don't do commissions. Because I'm like, I want to be sure that it's perfect. It's gonna be fine. Like it's so simple. It's gonna be fine. I just need to like wrap my head around that. And I'm still gonna make myself one because it looks so cute. And I have a lot of like tank tops that I feel like it would look, oh, that was just gonna look so fun. And I'll probably make it in a bunch of colors. Once I'm able to buy yarn, I'll probably end up making it in a bunch of colors. But yeah, Michelle, it's nice. What other patterns have you done? Rasni, what did you do for 4th of July? I went to the beach. I actually posted a short of me crocheting at the beach if you want to check that out. What did you do, Rasni? Jeanette, I do happy hats for veterans and I suffer with stage 4 cancer. Oh my gosh, Jeanette. And it's so awesome that you're giving back like that while still in like the throes of something else. Jeanette, that's so awesome. I'm so sorry to hear about your cancer. Take it easy. I hope you're taking it easy. Cassie, still working on the hexagon cardigan and some water. Very nice. How is it going? How far are you on your cardigan? Trish, it is called Row Counter in the Android App Store. Thank you. I'm going to check that out. Michelle, I'm working on a butterfly top. Ooh, and drinking Crystal Light mango green tea. That sounds refreshing. How far are you in your butterfly top? And what is a butterfly top? Do I know what that is? Have I seen that before? Hi, Bonnie. How are you doing? 400 by 4,000 by Christmas? How many do you have, Jeanette? How many do you have? Vivian, yes, I saw you at the beach. Nice. Yeah, it was very nice. It was so nice. Chish, okay, thanks. I have 3 skeins of variegated plush yarn in different orange shades. I think it's about weight 5. It's a bit thicker than Bernat blanket. Ah, okay. Yeah, I would maybe just try it out. Even like for this pattern, you want it 64 inches long, and then it's like 10 inches from the shoulder down. So even if you just make it that, like just crochet up a chain that's like 66, like I would give it maybe like 66 inches, and then just make sure that it's what is this? A multiple of 3 chains plus 5, and then go from there. Like that's how I would adjust it. Cassie, not far. Just started? Awesome. Bonnie, I'm still making a Tunisian wrap. Probably gonna take me a while. I'm new to Tunisian. How is it going? Thank you so much for the emotes, friends. Thank you for the reactions. Jeanette, 2,500 right now. What kind of hats are you making? That is so wild. That is so wild and so awesome of you. There's another truck backing up. It's like I'm so attuned to our delivery trucks. And I just, oh my gosh, let me see. Crochet beanies. That is so awesome. It doesn't say it's been delivered. Okay, I need to chill. I need to chill. I need to chill. I'm just so excited. I'm getting like so many new crochet gadgets and I just love them. Okay, so that's the poll. What is your favorite crochet gadget? What is your favorite crochet gadget? So like, how should we phrase this? So like spinners, so yarn. Yeah, but spinners and winders are used interchangeably. Um, okay, so we'll put yarn, winder, yarn winder, and I'll put in parentheses for making cakes. Because I feel like yarn spinner and yarn winder are like switched all the time. For making cakes. Hi Robin. Hi Taylor. And then yarn spinner for holding yarn. So we can specify for holding yarn. What are some other gadgets? Why am I not? Let's do like a row counter. We'll do like row/stitch counter. Ooh, and a yarn bowl. I think I like that. Stitch yarn bowl. Yarn bowl. So like of these, and then if yours is not listed, if something that you really enjoy and use all the time is not listed, comment it. Comment it. So what is your favorite crochet gadget? Yarn winder for making cakes, yarn spinner for holding your yarn, row stitch counter, or yarn bowl? Rock the boats, friends. Rock the boats. Let me catch up. Oh, she has a lot of people making the hats and then sending them to her. Okay, that makes way more sense. I was like, how did you do 2,500 hats? We're not even halfway through the year. That makes way more sense. Thank you, Bonnie. It's still incredible, Jeanette. That is so awesome. Trish, I sent it to you on Yarn Overhook. Happy for you to share. Let me see. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So I'm pretty sure that I can share this. So my row counter knit and crochet. So let me open it in the App Store. And this is a recommendation from Trish. So thank you so much, Trish. And I'm going to send it in the chat. I have an Android, so it'll be the Android app. If you have an iPhone, I think you'll have to just look it up. Sorry. My row counter. I'll see if I can find it for the Apple users. My row counter. Ooh, the interface to this is nice. Oh, I like this. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. Okay, so let me share this. Share. I think I can do that. This looks like a reputable app. There's a lot of downloads. It says that it's, yeah, I think that that's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. So let me send that. Row counting app rec. Some emojis. And we'll link that. There we go. And then let me look for it for iOS users. Let's see. My row counter. Let's see if it is on iOS. My row counter. Apple, iOS, iOS. It is. Is this the same company? It looks like it. Okay. So I think that this is right. Like, I think that this is what I would share with y'all for Apple users. And then for Apple. Paste. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Hi, Queen R. Robin, I don't use any of those. What do you use, Robin? You don't got no gadgets? You don't have any crochet gadgets? What crochet gadgets do you use? If it's not listed, feel free to comment it. Robin's like, I do everything by hand. Taylor, what'd you bring to drink? What'd you bring to crochet? How was everybody's 4th? Who did fireworks? Did anybody do fireworks? Show of hands? Or show a firework in hands? Hang with Samushi. I just completed a hat for a baby. It's so cute. It even has bunny ears. Are you on Yarn Over Hook? I want to see. For our new friends, if you're not on Yarn Over Hook, you should be. If you're looking for a crochet community, you found it. You can join for free at yarnoverhook.com. It's a social media for crocheters. So then you can post a picture and we can see what you're making. We would love to have you. Kyla Yarn Bowl. Are you still liking your new yarn winder? Wanda? Absolutely. Oh yes, Wanda has been doing such a good job. She's such a good yarn winder. She's been doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for asking. I definitely still recommend it. It is in our Amazon storefront if you guys want to check it out. So let me get that up. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It has been so nice to wind yarn. I was winding yarn and editing videos the other day, and it was so nice. It was so nice. I just grab a skein that's like messy in my stash, throw it on there, and then I go on about my business. I can hear it when it starts to mess up, and I'll just come and like adjust it, or like I'll just like do a little fix and like watch it for a couple seconds, and then just like leave it, and then it does its thing. The getting it's I think what it is, what I've noticed is the getting started can be a little rocky, but then once it's going and the yarn is nice and even on the like pole, then it's fine. Then it's fine. And it's been doing a very good job, so I highly recommend it. Oh, Gladys, you used the one with the magnet. That one is nice. Hi, Denise. Taking a break from rectangle granny square Afghan, making a remote caddy, but for my crochet stuff that tends to fall on the floor. That's so smart. Denise, I can't wait to see. Do you mind sharing the pattern? Because those are actually like really fun. And I'm thinking about making one for my couch. Wait. Jeanette, you've made 2,500 since January yourself? That is wild. Queen R, how are you doing? What you bring to drink? What you bring to crochet? Trish, yes, I pay for the year. Every year I love the app, so I can save a picture of the yarn. You can even do a yarn and hook inventory. That is so nice. That is so nice. I love that. Robin, none. Robin, what do you do? How do you crochet? I feel like I'm like Robin's out here crocheting on hard mode. Who holds your yarn? Where do you put your yarn when you're using it? Do you just like put it down? You know, like they used to do back in the day before having these gadgets. Robin's like, you guys are crocheting on easy mode. Oh, that is so fun, Trish. Did you make your bag? What kind of bag do you have? Can you share? I'm actually playing Pirates with my kid and listening to you. He's loving this pirate game. How sweet, Taylor. You guys have been playing Pirates for how long now? Because I feel like it was weeks ago. You were like, I gotta go. My kid wants to play Pirates. That is so fun, Taylor. What are you working on? I saw you were crocheting on the beach. It looked beautiful out there. It was so nice. The weather was perfect. In that one, I was working on the second panel for my pillow cover. I finished the first panel. Right now, though, I am working on a Bolero shrug for my cousin. One of my younger cousins messaged me and was like, could you make this for me? Would this be okay? And so I'm making one for her. We were talking about how, like me specifically, how I don't really do commissions and like stuff like that. But if I feel like I'll have fun making it, and have fun making it for somebody else, and somebody else typically being a very close friend or a family member, then I'll do it. But I can count on, I think, maybe one hand the number of crochet items I've made for, like, was asked to make and made for somebody else. Yeah, I can probably count on one hand. So I don't typically do it. But this one I was like, oh, I've been wanting to make one of those. And I love my cousin's sense of style. So I was like, absolutely. I'm actually gonna message her now and let her know that I am working on it. Okay, let me get on to Yarn Over Hook. Are you guys posting what you're working on? Robin, Wednesday Adams. Now I'm working on Zero from NBC. Wednesday looks so good, Robin. Cute. Did you freehand this or was this a pattern? Welcome, Robin. This was your first doll? Robin, this came out way better than all right. What did you find challenging, and what was your favorite thing? And also, welcome to Yarn Over Hook. We're happy to have you. Yeah, what did you find the most challenging, and what did you find your favorite aspect of crocheting this doll? From a video you watched. That looks awesome. It looks so good. The hair was the most challenging, and the dress was fun. What was challenging about the hair? Like getting it onto the doll? I've never crocheted hair myself on an amigurumi, so I'm definitely interested in that. I want to make a little pretty brown doll, and she has so many different like textured hairstyles that I'm very excited to try out. Robin, I'm in the dark age of crochet. Yes, I can show you the yarn. So the yarn that I'm working on is on a spinner. Smushi. Samushi. It's on a spinner, but it is, oh, I dropped it. Oh, the label broke. It's 24/7 Cotton Lion brand. Bam. Influencer hand. Is it like, there we go. Influencer hand, 24/7 cotton. This is my favorite cotton. We're gonna put it up here to make it easier to grab. This is my favorite cotton. Taylor, yes, you've these. He's been into it for like a month now. Oh, that's so fun. That's fun. I love that. Trish, I got it off Temu about a year ago. Ah. Commissions are too much pressure, so I get it. They are. They're a lot of pressure. They're a lot of pressure. And I don't like the feeling. I prefer the feeling of crocheting something that I want to crochet versus something I feel like I have to crochet. And I was like inundated with that feeling, just like drowning in that feeling for my wedding. And I have no interest in revisiting that feeling of crochet anytime soon. Anytime soon. So when she first messaged me, I was like, ah. But then I saw this and was like, oh, I've been wanting to make one of those. And I'd be excited to make one of those for you. So yes, I will make this. And so I'm actually like, I'm really happy that I said yes. Hi, Annette. Oh my gosh. Okay, Annette is here. So now I can show you guys. Yes, getting it styled on there. Yeah, hair can be tough. Hair can be tough. You did a great job, Robin. I can't wait to see your zero. I love Nightmare Before Christmas, so I can't wait to see your zero. You didn't miss anything, Annette. I was holding off for something. And then we might have an unboxing if it gets delivered before the end of the live. We're hoping. My husband's going to fly it in here. If it gets delivered, I'm going to text him and be like, go check the mail. And then he's going to bring it in. You guys might get to see the arm of my husband. Oh, that looks nice, Trish. It's so funny seeing my face on your guys' screens. I'll have to look at that. I'll definitely have to check that out. Thank you for sending that. Hi, Yarnworks with Lydia. How are you? You were. I did see you in that live. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in today. Get a Wings DIY is where I got the video. Thank you for sharing that, Robin. Taylor and its family, sometimes we're more lenient for people we care about. Exactly. Exactly. I have only ever crocheted things for family and very close friends. Very close friends. So yeah, it's just a completely different feeling. Bonnie, right? I'm the same way. I don't want to crochet something I have to crochet for somebody. I want to crochet something I want to make for somebody. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's an entirely different feeling, right, Bonnie? Like that, like Yeah, I commend, like, oh my gosh, more power to y'all, the folks who take commissions and orders and stuff like that, who crochet even for like markets and stuff. Oof. I just like I could not do it. I feel like it takes a kind of like it takes a special kind of like courage and just like strength and like willingness to do something like that. And I definitely commend people who do that. I love it. I love seeing a crochet booth, a real crochet booth at a market, and chit-chatting with the person and buying a little something. My husband's always very quick when I get excited about seeing like a crochet booth. He'll pick a little something out. He's like, "Do you like this? Like, I'd love to support this person. You seem to be really excited about their booth." He's always been very sweet about that. So we have done that before. We do that often if we're out and we see a market and I see crochet. He's like, "Let's grab something." It's really nice. And because he sees me crocheting, and how much time I put in. So when he sees like a legitimate crochet booth, he's just like, he feels the same way. Because even like he does painting, he does traditional painting with oil, and acrylic. And if he sees booths with painters and it's like clear that they like put a lot of work into it, he always stops and like chit chats with them and like gets a little something. Like he's very supportive of art made by humans and with hands and stuff like that. Like it's yeah, it's just amazing. It's amazing how people can do that. I'm hoping that we get an unboxing today, Robin. That's why I keep checking my phone to see if my package was delivered. Denise, I'm not using a pattern, but I will share information on it once I'm finished. I plan on customizing it for hooks, glasses, scissors, and possibly a hook pouch. Oh, nice, Denise. I can't wait to see that. Lydia, what did you bring to drink? What did you bring to crochet? And Taylor, I could never do a market. Like the amount of time to crochet that much, I do not have. That's what I'm saying. Like it's amazing. It is amazing when people do that. Um, Even like people like Passionate Kelsey, she's constantly crocheting scrunchies, market bags, and hexagon cardigans. Like constantly. Um, but it's something she loves doing. Like she loves making scrunchies. She loves doing like monthly drops. Like that's what she does. She does monthly drops for people and like almost sells out like almost immediately every time. So it's like it's just so cool. It's so cool. People who do that are so cool. Hi, Mohammed. How are you? Thank you for coming in again. How are you doing today? Bonnie, yes, it is when you have to. You don't want to do it when you want to. Wait, you don't want to do it when you want to. You want to work on it. Yeah, it's like I want to do it when I want to do it. So yes, exactly, Bonnie. I don't want to feel pressured to have to do it by a certain time or yeah, it's just it changes my crojo around. It like shifts my crojo around in a way that I'm kind of like I don't really feel like it. Like that's what the feeling is. Trish, yeah, I was doing markets for about 6 months, but I can't keep up with making the inventory each month. I love that people like my products. I just couldn't keep up. That is so awesome, Trish. What did you find like the most challenging aside from like making the stuff? So like that aside, what else did you find the most challenging and what did you find the most fun? Annette, I'm screaming here. Oh no, what happened? What happened? What happened? What did I miss? Lydia, I'm drinking a Pepsi. I am crocheting grocery bag holders. Nice. Who just made one? Who just made one on Yarn Over Hook? Somebody just made a grocery bag holder. I'm feeling like I need to do that. But we get paper bags. And then like those thick, thick plastic bags. But like mostly we do paper bags because we're in California. So we have to pay for bags. But it would be like so convenient. Maybe I'll make one for my dad actually. Because he gets a lot of plastic bags. Michelle. How pretty. Friends, if you are in Yarn Over Hook, you have to see what Michelle just bought or just posted. That's gorgeous. And the ties at the back. Okay. That is so cute. Bella, are you here? Mm, mm. Yeah, Bella, if you're here, let me know. This is so pretty, Michelle. So pretty. Nightbot just posted. So if you have not joined us on Yarn Overhook, follow that link that Nightbot just. Why am I pointing up like it's there? Is it there? Because your comments should be, or is it there? There? Whatever. Anyway, wherever your comments are, Nightbot just posted a link to Yarn Overhook. We would love to have you. We would love to see you, to see what you're making. You can join for free. My brain is clearly very relaxed right now. It does not want to think about talking. Annette, what happened? What happened? What happened? Where are you? You can't comment something like that and then not give us like some context. What happened? Michelle, it was hard at first, but it gets better. It makes me feel vulnerable. The top makes you feel vulnerable? Or doing like markets? Oh, hanging with Sammi. Okay, hi again. It is so pretty. So pretty. Ooh, what are you thinking about crocheting for the Renaissance Fair, Gladys? People crochet some amazing things for Ren Fair. I've never been to Ren Fair. There's the first official one I think happened here in California. And I want to go to it. It's next April. And I want to go. I'll have to like figure out if I want to crochet something. Hmm. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'll have to see. Maybe I'll crochet like a corset or something. Hmm. My computer's acting funky. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Annette, my Mario amigurumi arms were too big. Were too big. I remade smaller ones and it is perfect. Then as I'm crocheting arms, I didn't check all the arms and attached one big and one small. Oh no! Oh no! And I was going to start the head now. I have to frog. No, Annette, that sucks. Oh, that's such a bummer. Oh, that's such a bummer, especially with amigurumi when you attach something and you're like, phew, okay, now next. Only to realize that it's wrong. Markets. Okay. So what kind of markets did you do, Michelle? Gladys, I found a pattern on Etsy. I'm thinking of it. I'll post it. Yes, post it. Share with the class. Rani, I just finished my granny square slippers. Yay! Post on Yarn Overhook, Rani. We would love to see. You remember, right? I think you remember. Trish, my most fave part was the faces of happiness my stuff my people or made people. I love that. What kind of things did you make, Trish? Annette, I threw the big ones at my husband. Get them away. Get them away so you don't accidentally do that again. I completely support that. Hi, Vivian. How are you doing? How's your weekend going? What are you working on? What are you drinking? Okay, so Annette, are you ready for this? I don't want to like catch you while you're in the middle of attaching pieces and make you mess up again. But I want to show you, I want you to be proud of me. I want you to say that you're proud of me. especially after Thursday's fiasco. I'm never doing polls like that again. Never again. Yes, weaving in ends. So friends, if you missed Thursday's live, I'm gonna have to crochet because just to keep my temper down. So I asked, and you guys can chime in, friends who were not here Thursday and weren't able to participate in the poll. Do you consider a whip finished if the ends are not woven in? Do you consider weaving in part of the whip so the whip is not finished? Or do you see it as something separate? Let me know in the comments. Or don't, preferably. So then what the consensus was that Sammi was just looking for an excuse. Sammi was just looking for an excuse to not weave in my ends on stuff. And apparently I have a longer list of whips than I thought, because my whips are not considered finished if the ends aren't woven in, according to Annette. And like 70% of the people who were viewing on Thursday. And it ended up just being me exposing myself and not weaving in my ends. Yeah. So that's what happened on Thursday. You can watch that live because, oh my gosh, I got so upset. In like, not like an angry way. You guys will never see me angry like that. But like, you guys dragged me. I thought we were friends. I thought we were comrades, a community, one might say. It was not giving community. It was. You guys were holding me accountable. And that's what communities do, I guess. So, Annette, are you ready? Are you ready for this? Yeah, Michelle, you had my back. Mars had my back. You guys are the real ones. Mari was just there and was like, what is going on? It was a very chaotic live. It was very chaotic. Okay. For those of you who aren't seeing my face, I'm sure this is very confusing. Here, Annette. Do you see these bits? Do you see all of these? This is for you. Confetti. Just kidding. I do not want to clean this up. This is for you, Annette. Thank you. I want all the stars, please. I want all the stars. Okay? All the stars, all the emotes, all the things. I said that I would start to weave in my ends right after the live, and I did. And I watched Annette's video, a corner to corner video, which is awesome. So check it out. She walks through how to do corner to corner blankets, and she is the queen of corner to corner blankets. And then we were playing, what were we playing? Oh, we were playing Abiotic Factors, so I couldn't weave in my ends during that. Well, I tried, and I did. It was just slow. Thank you, friends. So here's my bag, so I can show you guys. So it's proof that I've woven in all of my ends. If you see an end, don't say anything. Because I'm done. I'm done weaving in these ends. It's over. Okay, so this is the outside of the bag. Here you can see my single crochet stitches as proof. This is the outside of the bag. Okay, and then the center of my granny square. See, so outside. This is the outside of the bag. Beautiful bag, beautiful. I love this bag so much, and now I'm really happy to be able to use it because I've woven in my ends. So here's proof. I'm turning it inside out. Okay, here's proof. My single crochet stitches. It's inside out. My granny stitch. My granny square. There we go. See? Inside out. Look at that. Beautiful. Clean. It's clean. Do you guys see an end in sight? If you do, don't say anything. I'm done. Here it is. Here it is. Ends are woven in. Bag's officially done. I'm not gonna leave this alone. Just like when you guys voted that I should frog 8 rows of my blanket last time. It wasn't last time. It was like, oh my God, that was like episode like 8. And I'm still holding on to that. So it is done. Ends are woven in. Thank you, Annette, for holding me accountable because I was very, very happy when I finished weaving in the ends of this bag. That is community. Yarn over hook. So thank you, thank you, thank you for holding me accountable and dragging me, reading me, telling me what's what, and so that I can get my ends woven in on this bag because I am very happy. I'm so, so happy. Isn't this just beautiful? You guys helped me. You guys helped me with this bag. Those of you who've been here since like episode, when was it? Like episode 12, maybe? Episode 11? When I first got the Hobie package. And then we talked about the order of the colors and like how I should do it. And then y'all voted on the colors of the final squares. And then Marquis helped me. Marquis hasn't been here in a minute. Marquis helped me figure out how to do the straps and everything. And then we looked up a join as you go method. You guys helped me make this bag. It's very special to me. So I'm glad that we finished it all the way to the end. All the way to the end. And different folks helped at different parts. So this is like a very important bag to me now. So thank you guys. Oh, I need to crochet my corn. That was a corn warning. I need to crochet some corn and cheese. Maybe that, like a triangle slice of cheese and some corn, and just like they'd have to like come in from out of frame and just like corn and cheese alert. You guys are the best. I love this community so, so much. And wait. Okay. Okay. You guys are the best. And I love this community so, so much. Thank you for helping me finish my bag and my coasters. I've woven in a lot of ends this week. This has been a week of weaving in ends. I don't want to weave in any more ends for a long time. But thank you. You guys are the best. You guys are the best, 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 best. Okay, let me catch up. Robin, I don't like to weave the ends in, but I eventually get to it. That's me. See? You gotta watch episode 12 or episode 51 from Thursday. Thank you guys for the stars. Thank you for the emotes. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Denise, for joining Yarn Over Hook. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Love it, Sammy. Love the colors. Thank you, Trish. I love that bag. Thank you, Bonnie. Community bag. It is. Every time I use it, I'm going to think about y'all. Because every time I see it, I think about y'all. I made this bag on live. So, like, even with, like, my hexagon pullover cardie, every time I look at that, I think about y'all. Like, there are certain projects that I've had that I saved and made on live. And so, like, and they hold a very special place in my heart because I got to make them. It feels like I'm making them with y'all. Like, it's different if I'm, like, working on something on live and I'm working on it off live. If I'm working on something exclusively on live, here, corn cheese alert, it is, like, just so awesome because I think about y'all when I look at it and, like, doing it on the live, and I remember the live episodes and, like, us having a good time, like, all of the things. So, like, I love, love, love this bag. This was, like, over, I think that this bag was worked on over, like, a week. Gladys, you've been watching the older lives. Have you caught up to this one? Have you seen the episode for this one yet? But yeah, go check out those lives, friends, because those were really fun, crocheting these squares and like chit-chatting colors with y'all. So there we go. It's done. It's done, done. Done, done, done. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. Mohammed, you just make a knot and cut it? Has it ever come out? You've been wanting to crochet corn too, Robin? I found a pattern. I found a free pattern on Ravelry. Let me show y'all. Crochet corn. Did I thought I downloaded it. Crochet corn, pattern free. Oh no, did I lose it? I'll probably have to there it is. Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna share this with y'all. This is the corn I plan on making because I love the stitch. So it looks like she did two different stitches. One is a puff stitch and the other is a bobble. And we love the bobble stitch. Yeah, so let me send this to y'all. Oh, what language is this? Oh my gosh. Is Ada here? I think this is Dutch. Or was it Kelly? That doesn't sound right. I try really hard to remember your guys' names. But this is the crochet corn. This is the one I'm gonna make. Crochet. And then I just need to find like a block of cheese. Crochet corn. My husband's gonna love this because he's a corn boy. He grew up in like the Midwest working in the cornfields as like a teenager. So he's probably gonna love this corn. I might have to make him one like for him. Okay, so let me share this link. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's my phone doing? There we go. Cool, and that's perfect because then it saves it for me too. So that's the corn that I was looking at. Robin, I crocheted a pickle and a tomato in a tomato bag and a scrunchie. How cute! I love food themed things. That is so fun. Robin, because now you're on Yarn Over Hook, you can post pictures. We would love to see those things. Annette? Annette, you're dubbing me the Weaving Queen? Thank you so, so much for this honor. I cannot promise that I will continue weaving in my ends in a timely fashion, but I promise to put in more effort. Thank you. Lynn, hello. No, I didn't line it. I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I'm going to line it. I keep going back and forth because I want it to last long. So lining it would be the best. I'm going to line it. I'm going to line it. I just need to go to the fabric store. I might have the fabric for it, but I think I want to do like a fun kind of like rainbowy, like something that's like white with like little rainbows on it or something. So I'm going to go to the fabric store. Renee and I are going to go to the fashion district here and get some cotton. Ronnie, I'm making Granny Square's top, purple and sparkly yarn. Ronnie, I want to see. It sounds so pretty. Taylor, yeah, detasseling, lol. That's how kids could get money in the summer before they could get jobs. Are you from the Midwest, Taylor? Yeah, he did more than that. He did more than that. He lived and breathed corn. Like he was telling me about that. I was like, kids, like child labor, and he was like, shh. Yeah, he is a corn boy. He's my corn boy. Isn't the corn so fun? Which one do you guys like? Do you like the puff or the bobble stitch? I personally like the bobble stitch because it looks really corny. Hi, Feral and Sensitive. Isn't it so cute? Now I'm gonna send you my graph GANs so you can weave them in. You're so funny. Absolutely not. Don't do that. It will not get finished. I'm just gonna be honest. No, don't send it. Robin, yes, rainbows. Yeah, like you see the vision. So like in the rainbow bag, right? So then when you're looking at it like this, you're not gonna see anything. It's just gonna be like white on that side. But then when you open the bag, it'll be like little rainbows. So I'm hoping I can find like little rainbow like fabric. I think that'll be super cute. And if I can get it in the same like saturation as this, it'll be perfect. It'll be perfect. Or even like flowers, like little flowers. I want something with tiny detail. Tiny detail. Oh, you're in Nebraska, so he's from Illinois. That's so funny, Taylor. Did you do it growing up? Did you have to work the fields? Robin, my parents had a big garden, shucking the corn and snapping the green beans. See, and so I grew up snapping green beans. We didn't shuck like too much corn because we weren't growing corn like that. But green beans, what else? What else did we do? I can't remember. So we like the bobble. I like the bobble too. I like the bobble too. Go. Gladys, I posted the Ren Fair patterns on Yarn Over Hook. Thank you. Let me see. Taylor, I never did because I never wanted to, LOL, but my brother did. That's how he got his first Xbox. That's so nice though. And that's a nice story. You guys like have a story and stuff for that. You weren't just like giving it, you know. I'm about to be that person, like kids nowadays. I'm gonna be that person. That is so fun. That's so fun, Taylor. Okay, so you're torn between these two tops. Okay, so let's help Gladys, friends. Let's help Gladys. Trish, Trish, so many things, and everything looks so cute. Trish, wow. Look at your little vending machine. I love tables that have those little vending machines. Trish, that's incredible. Okay, so on Yarn Over Hook, friends, we're on Yarn Over Hook. Gladys needs help. I'm torn between these two tops. Gladys, the Fae top is gorgeous. Okay, so let me see the other one. With this skirt, maybe. Oh, that's a video. Let me see. Let me see what the end looks like. Oh, that skirt is so fun. Oh, yeah. You would have to do that skirt. Absolutely. That's a fairy skirt. That is absolutely a fairy skirt. Okay, and then the second top. Okay, friends, so Gladys posted on Yarn Over Hook. In the comments is one top, and then that first link is another top. Gladys, you have to do the skirt, regardless. I think the skirt would go great with both of those tops. So which do we like, friends? The long sleeve or the no sleeve, kind of like bandeau, viney one? Which one do we like? That's hard, Gladys. That's like really hard. Oh, I should make a charm. What kind of charm? Should I make like a little rainbow, Michelle? Or a little flower? What should I make? I don't have any more of that yarn though. I use it on the bandanas, on these bandanas here. So I don't have any more of that yarn. But yeah, I don't have any more of that yarn. I have the white. Feral and sensitive. My grandma used to host. My grandma used to host the Sunday school ladies to cut and can potatoes, and my brother and cousins and I would sneak up and steal chunks of raw potato and run away to eat them. Drove them nuts. I'm sure. I'm loving it. Yeah, the stories that my husband tells me about working in the fields is like, where were the adults? Every time he tells me a story, I'm like, where were the adults? So I'm gonna probably have to crochet him corn too. Maybe I'll send one to his mom. I think his mom would love it. I feel like I'm gonna have to make like his whole family corn if I do that. I'll make one maybe for his mom and his aunt. I don't know. When I first visited, I was like, ooh, like your little town is like from the movies. And they were like, what do you mean? And I was like, you have like a main road, you have like 20 people, and you have corn. So I feel like I'm gonna have to make them corn if I crochet this corn. But do we like it? I think we're gonna do the bobble stitch for it. I think I like it. And then if you guys come across like a cheese, like I want like the triangle, like triangle cheese. That yellow isn't very cheesy yellow though. That's like cartoon cheesy yellow. So I need a different yellow, which means I'd have to wait until after the summer stash bash because that's the only yellow I have. Yeah, that's the only yellow I have. This is too yellow, right? This is too yellow for cheese. We need like a paler cheese. Annette, my Mario would have been disabled. Poor Mario. Oh no. Robin, they are both cute. I like the first one a little better, I think. It's hard, right? Like, I think I like the first one a little better, but that second one is so pretty. Trish thinks I was the only one who had the one claw machine and it was free to play. Oh, that's so great. Oh, and it had like discount codes in it. Like, if you won, you got a discount. That's smart. Trish, can I steal that? That's smart. We need to write that down. Team, are we in here? Can we write that down? Yeah, I like the bandeau. I like the viney bandeau, Gladys, I think. The Ren Fair I'm going to is in the Houston area around October. Okay, so you have time. I feel like the long sleeve one might be faster because those stitches are really big in the sleeves and it's very consistent. It's like a very like consistent piece, whereas the bandeau is a little bit more chaotic, but it's really giving fairy. I think that's why I like it so much. And then you have to do the skirt too on top of that. Jenny, we need help. Gladys needs help picking. Can you, hi, how are you, first of all? Hi, how are you doing, Jenny? Gladys made a post on Yarn Over Hook. That is, she's trying to figure out which top to make. So we're trying to help Gladys out because we're a community. Yarn Over Hook. Robin, you could make them each corn and put little faces on them. I should put little faces. I should put little faces. I'll ask my husband if he wants a face or a faceless corn. Robin, I used to live in a small town, but there were too many people moving in too fast. Ah. Yeah, no, his town is small. Everybody knows everybody. Every time we go home, every time we go back to his hometown, they're like, oh, Quentin, oh, Quentin, oh, Quentin. Oh, I said his name. Oh, well. Oh, Quentin, oh, Quentin, oh, Quentin. And, I've said his name before. And we're like always talking with people and catching up with people. Because he just, of course, like it's small town. It's a small town vibe. So there are people there who have not left. And so when he comes back, they're like, whoa. Yeah, so it's fun. That like small town vibe, it's cute. It's cute. I'm not very small towny, but it's cute. Annette, make a Mario. I have. Oh, oh, Taylor, thank you. Thank you so much. I know I'm hoping I can do the unboxing. Have fun playing pirates. Did you guys hear it? Did you hear the sound? Why did it do it one time and it didn't do it the other time? You guys heard it? Yay! So it only does it for certain super chats. Not all of the super chats. Hmm. Thank you. Thank you, Taylor. Oh my gosh, Taylor, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That one is so cute too. Thank you so much, Taylor. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh, Taylor, you're the best. I hope you have fun playing pirates with your kiddo. Have a good rest of your weekend. Thank you so much. Robin says that color is okay for cheese, just pretend it's sharp cheddar. Okay, okay, okay. True. Oh, feral and sensitive, same here. So many houses going up. Ah, interesting. Lynn, my Wi-Fi's acting up right now, so my chat may be late. No worries. I'm happy that you're here. Thank you, Trish. Yeah, I'm gonna, and then I'll be sure to take pictures and let you know, because that will be really fun. We're doing a booth at SoCal Fiber Fair in November, and that would be fun to have, like something with like little discount codes. That would be really fun to have. Make him a corn pillow. A net. It'll have to wait until after the summer stash bash, but I could make it with plush yarn. I'll just make a big one. I'll make a big version of it with plush yarn, and I'll have a little corn pillow. Okay, husband, if you watch this live, don't watch this part. I probably should have said it before. It's too late. Oh well. he probably he'll probably miss it. Hopefully. What's the timestamp? Okay, hour and a half. I'll have to be sure to let him know to skip this part. Gladys, yes, I was thinking starting with the top, and if I don't have time because I have toddlers, lol, then I'll wear it with a green three-tiered maxi skirt I have. Oh, I say, okay, so if you already have a skirt, start with the top. And I think, what's the weather like in October? I know both of them are very cute, Jenny. It's hard. Taylor, Taylor does that and then dips. So amazing. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for your support. Now I can go buy more things. I bought some stuff that's coming next week, actually. So. Robin, it was so fun when I was little because there would always be events and things to do. Now there's less to do, even though there's more people. That's such a bummer. That's really a bummer. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are moving out of big cities just because they're getting more expensive, but don't realize that they're changing the small towns that they're moving into. Yeah, that's a bummer. Wait, Robin, who? Yeah, so Gladys, what's the weather going to be like in October? Maybe that will decide because it would really be a bummer if you work that second top and end up having to wear something to cover it because you're cold. You know what I mean? Because it's October. Oh, high 79, low 63. Oh, that long sleeve one might be a lot, but it's like it's a net, a mesh. Hmm, 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 hmm. Gladys, that's hard. Why did you bring something so difficult to us? This is hard. Oh, oh, right. The sleeves, it's a separate top thing. That's what it did look like that in the Etsy post. Okay, I say sleeves. And then save the boho floral crop top for something else. My vote is sleeves. and then do it in cotton. This would actually be perfect. This color is really nice. This is the 24/7 bay leaf. This might actually be perfect, Gladys. Are you able to get Lion Brand where you live? Jenny, this is an update pic of the top I've been working on, the Hawthorn tee. The sleeves are done. I think I'll just have double crochet around until it's long enough. Very nice, Jenny. That looks great. And that color looks so calm and warm, and I love it. Okay, so my vote is the first one. I'm going to put that in the comments. I vote the first one. We're putting it in writing. I'm excited for fall too. I'm very excited for fall. It's already like, it's so hot here. So I'm excited for fall. Gladys, maybe in cotton. Oh yeah. Jenny, yeah, looking at the description, the sleeves are separate. Okay, yeah, that's what I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, that did look like it could come off. Feral and sensitive boho floral crock pot. I told you. I'm feeling very relaxed today. Very relaxed today. I slept really well. Woke up late, had a slow morning, was just crocheting. So, yeah. I do a lot of crock pot cooking, and I don't say crop top a lot. So my brain's like, yeah, crock pot. Lynn, any tips on picking cute color combinations specifically for granny squares? So I like high contrasting kind of colors. Picking colors that are kind of like in the same value family. So like that saturation, but then like each color family. So like my rainbow granny square bag. The pink, yellow, and two blues, which was tough, which is why I separated them with a bright orange. But like picking stuff that's like very contrasting. Very, very contrasting. Um, yeah, see there's been a lot of like talk about picking colors. And I'm going to work with my husband because he's an artist. I was just talking about it with him today. About a printable for y'all for helping pick colors for things. Because that's a question I get a lot, is like how to pick colors for stuff. So I'm working with him to do a printable on like how to choose colors, like best choose color combinations. Um, Another thing is there was something that hi Galia. There was something that Elise Rose. Which video was it? Oh, I just watched it. I just watched an Elise Rose video where she talks about picking colors. Oh, I just watched it. I just watched it. Here we go. Yay. Okay, here. This might be a good place to start, Lynn. Yes. Okay. Until we have our like printable kind of cheat sheet, color cheat sheet thing. Oh my gosh, it's so fun to see Taylor's super chat there. Picking colors for yarn. So this might be a great place to start, Lynn. Color theory and a color wheel is helpful. Yes. So what I'm thinking of, we are already working on several printables for you guys. And like downloadables for like helping organize your crochet, organize your thoughts, patterns, pattern making, projects, whips, like all the things. And then like I kept seeing videos about like color theory and stuff like that and using a color wheel to help pick your colors, triadic and quadratic, like all of those things. And I was like, "Ugh, I feel like I should add that to our printables list." So it'll include a color wheel and then some basic like color combinations. So contrasting colors. I think it's like bi contrasting and then tri contrasting or something. And then like picking hues, like going up and down in hues and like what would match with what and like just stuff like that, all based on like a basic color wheel. And so I'm working on it with my husband because he teaches color theory and color in background for animation. And so he is going to help me make it. So I'm hoping that I can have it to y'all by the end of the month. There are a lot of printables that we're working on, but that one now has like kind of bumped up in my list of like things that I want to get done and out. Um, it'll be printable, but also like keeping it digital might also help, especially if your printer prints out color not so well. Having a soft copy will be good. Or if you go to like FedEx and print out even just the color wheel and get that laminated, then you can color on it and like mark stuff to match colors and stuff. So, like I have so many ideas for that packet. So I'm hoping that I can get that done sooner rather than later. And I'm really grateful because he's going to help me with it. So to be sure that it's accurate and like actually from somebody who took color theory and teaches color theory. So very excited for that one. If you guys have any suggestions, any requests, anything like that, like feel free to message me on Yarn Over Hook. You can comment here, but then I'll have to make a point to remember to find it. So any like requests, any questions, anything like that, like do not hesitate to message me on Yarn Over Hook because I love getting requests and I love getting an idea of what you guys are out there like looking for and like need, like what is missing in the crochet community, like database of just like resources and stuff like that. So yeah. Hi Maggie. I'm working on the Bolero shrug. Okay, I have a lot to catch up on. Oh my gosh. Crackpot. Yeah, I think I can get Lion. If not, I can order it online. LOL. It's my first Ren Fair patterns. Gladys, it's gonna be perfect. I think the consensus is the long sleeve one. I am excited. You have to take us along on this journey. Please post pictures. Galia, what'd you bring to drink? What'd you bring to crochet? Oh, no, you don't feel dumb, feral, and sensitive. The post for Gladys. It's on Yarn Over Hook. Are you on Yarn Over Hook? If not, you should join. It's free. You can go to yarnoverhook.com. I think Nightbot actually, see, there I go, like pointing up again. Nightbot just posted the link. Gladys, yes, I was about to say that Elise Rose has a video talks about color wheel. Yeah. Yeah. I just watched that the other day and it was so good. Trish, my mom taught me to look at the color wheel and you have one right or the opposite a color. There's so many different combinations. It's really awesome. So I'm hoping that I can put it in a really nice, concise, like just make it a nice, like shortcuts kind of go-to packet for y'all. That'll be available on Yarn Over Hook. Really, really hoping that I can get that done. And my husband is so encouraging of everything Yarn Over Hook, so he's excited to help. Mars, hello. I feel like I struggle with that, putting together the right colors and color scheme. Yes, I feel like a lot of people do. And I do. I'm always taking pictures of my yarn combinations at the store and sending them to my husband. If he's available, he'll video chat with me. And like I'll show him the shelf and he's like, pick that one and put these two together. What about this one? Like what's the feel? What's the vibe that you're going for? And then he helps me pick my colors. Like it's so funny. I put this color combination together myself. And he had notes. One glaring note. It was really just one glaring note. He didn't like the orange and the blue together. Do you guys maybe have a guess as to why he didn't like these two colors together? It's not obscure, but it's very specific. But he didn't like these two colors together. So that's why like he liked squares like this one where they were far apart. But he did not like them next to each other. So the squares where they're next to each other, he's not a fan of those squares. Thank you, Gladys. I'm excited. I'm excited. We're working on like 5 or 6 different printables for y'all. We're gonna have a really nice library on Yarn Over Hook for y'all to use to help with your crochet. So thank you. I'm really excited for it. Denny, I usually go with my favorites or early or earthy neutrals, and my favorites are green and purples. Oh, that's nice, and that's a nice combination. Maggie, what'd you bring to drink? What'd you bring to crochet? Nairo, hi! Bonnie, I just made a top 2 weeks ago. It turned out really cute. I'm gonna post my top. Bonnie, I can't wait to see! I am working on a Bolero shrug for my cousin. Is there certain words that you can't use as some of my comments aren't coming up? There are certain words. That was another truck, guys. I don't know if my package is here. Ugh. There are certain words, Trish, but they're pretty specific words. Is it giving you an alert? Sonia, is it because it's Auburn's colors? What is that? What does that mean? Galia, it reminds me of a show. LOL, can't pinpoint though, but it looks like oh, Auburn's colors. Got it. I forgot I asked you guys a question. Reminds me of a show, can't pinpoint it, but kind of says maybe. Nope, that's not it. Okay, Bonnie, I'll check in a second. Maggie, I brought lemon water and a knit beanie. Nice. How far are you along in your beanie? Okay. So the reason why he doesn't like that color combo is because it reminds him of the Chicago Bears. He's not a huge sports guy, but when he sees color combinations that specifically reminds him of sports teams, but it's in art, he's like, I don't like that color combo. It's almost like the sports team, like it gives a feeling of like they own that color. So anytime you see those color combinations, that's what you think of. So he immediately thought of the Chicago Bears, and he didn't want to think of the Chicago Bears when he looked at my back. So that's why he was upset. Yeah, you were on the right track, Sonia. You were. Yeah, that's why, because it reminded him of the Chicago Bears. And I was like, I didn't even think about that. And I don't think about it when I look at that, but it's because he has to think about that when he looks at color combos, when he thinks about color combos, he has to think about like, is this a very well-known color combination? And will it give somebody a sense of something else that they're not supposed to have when they look at it? So that's why he's very particular about color combinations and like the saturation. He's like, it would be different if it was like a muted orange. He's like, it's because it's that specific orange. He's like, I immediately think of Chicago Bears, and I don't want to think of Chicago Bears when I look at your back. So that's what it was. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, you need to help me with my packet because I don't want to put colors together and you're like, that's that team, that's Nickelodeon, that's Disney. Like so that's why he's gonna help me. Yep, Sonia, you were very, very close. Okay, let me get on Yarn Over Hook. Bonnie! Oh, that's gorgeous. Don't let Annette see that end hanging down. Annette will come for you. Oh, so good. That is so cute. And I love those colors. Was that one skein? How did you choose the color combo? Was it like an ombre color, or did you just like change the colors where you wanted it? Sonia. Yay, Maggie, so close. Nairo, finishing one half of my daughter's cardigan and taking a break on my hands. Good, good. Breaks are good. Bonnie, I'm from Chicago. There's a deep dark blue and orange. Yeah, it's just he just thinks immediately of the Bears. He's from Illinois, and I lived in Chicago for 6 years. My family's from Chicago, South Side, and so they are huge Bears fans. I have not brought it up to them because I don't want them to see that either. But yes, yeah. When as soon as he said it, I was like, why did you say that? Yay, arms are in. But yeah, Bonnie, yeah. Sonia, I'm the same way with blue and yellow, my high school, grade school colors. Also, because my sister decided to paint her room blue and yellow trim, it got old real quick. Yeah, so there's that whole like relationship with colors. Anytime I see like brown and gold together, I think of like my family's high school. Um, Anytime I see, it's just like with like red, white, and blue. Anytime you see red, white, and blue, you're like, oh, that's for America. When it's just like that's a very common color combination, and several other countries use it too, but it's like, oh, America. Um, let's see, what else? Oh, green and purple, depending on the saturation. Oh, that's Barney. So it's like stuff like that. And so, yeah, so it's like being careful of like color combinations and certain saturations, like those kinds of things we're gonna put in the packet. Just like a quick kind of like infographic color theory packet, something that's very understandable and approachable to crocheters. Quentin was like, I teach it for paint. Like, I'm gonna have to translate it to crochet. And I was like, yes. And he's like, okay. The challenge accepted. So we're gonna work on it together. I'm very excited. Florida Gators. I thought about Florida Gators with the blue and orange. That too. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That is so funny. Ah, so it was Bonnie. It's so beautiful. I'm Southside Cubs fan, but I didn't do the Bears. I do the Cubs and I do the Chargers. Ah, okay. And my dad is the South Side. He's from the South Side, but he's a Cubs fan. The rest of my family are Sox fans. Feral and sensitive. I'm from South Central Pennsylvania, and my mom has always been a Bears fan because she loved Walter Payton. I'm gonna nod because I'm not. I don't sports. I don't know who that is. I don't sports. I know like some sports. And it's mainly because I lived in Wrigley. I lived near Wrigley Field in Chicago, and that's the only reason why I even know a little bit of sports. I was there when they won the big one, the cup, the big cup. I don't know. And I was there when the Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup. And so it's like then I got familiar with like some aspects of sports just because I was in Chicago. But yeah, I didn't think of the Bears. The Bears. I didn't think of the Bears when I saw that color combo. But immediately my husband was like, that's Bears. And I was like, Kyla, Sammy, would I be breaking the rules of Summer Stash Bash if I got a new skein of a yarn to finish a whip? No. I say no. If you're trying to finish up stuff, if you're trying to finish up progress or projects, I feel like that would stunt your progress if I said no. If I said, like, you can't do that. No, I think that you're still sticking to the Summer Stash Bash and you're getting rid of your whips. And I think as long as you use that yarn and you don't add it to your stash, I wouldn't count it. Go, Kyla, go. Go, Kyla, go. Lynn, one time I made a baklava in Packers colors and I don't even like football. That's what stinks, is like accidentally making those color combos. And you're like, what? I don't know what that is. Gladys, ooh, by the way, anyone else in the Houston area or nearby? If you don't feel safe to answer, please don't. Oh, are you looking for some friends to crochet with? Maggie, blue and orange also make me think of the Detroit Tigers, but it's the wrong saturation. See, that's what I'm saying. Walter Payton was around when you were born. LOL. World Series, not cup. That's hockey. See, I don't know. I don't sports. Thank you, Bonnie. I don't know. Shoot the hoop, get the goal. Go team. I don't know. Robin, my hubby is from PA2. He loves football and he loves the Steelers and also Penn State. And a lot of sporties in here. The Bears. But it's just two tiny rows though, so it doesn't count. Okay, I don't think it counts. I don't think it counts. If it helps finish a project, it's not breaking the stash bash. Yeah. See, we as a community, we've established some rules. And I think that that's still, you're still good. Yeah, the sports teams did choose some nice color combos. And it stinks for artists because now if we use those color combos, it's like, oh, sports. And it's like, no, it's art. Can I get the rundown of the Summer Stash Bash? Absolutely, Maggie. Absolutely. So, the Summer Stash Bash started at the beginning of June and it runs to the end of July. And the goal is to not buy any new yarn, not to add to our stash, and to use up our stash. So, we do some stash busting projects, we crochet together, we check in. Michelle is like the stash busting queen right now. So many things. Michelle has made so many things. Um, 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 and then every Wednesday at 2:30, I come live here or live with Alexis and we talk about our whips and our stashes. And I feature a new pattern every week that is like completely optional to do. It's mainly like just to give you like ideas of what to make and like how to bust your stash. So yeah, that's the Summer Stash Bash. Join us. And you can see the patterns. I post the patterns, like the featured patterns for the week, on our socials. So on IG and the Clock app, and I post a link to the pattern on Yarn Over Hook. And the pattern is also linked in the live for that Wednesday. Right now we're on week 5, so I can share the pattern from week 5 here. It's little face scrubbies, or you can turn them into coasters, or you can turn them into granny squares. Everybody who's been making them have been doing different things with them. So yeah, that's the Summer Stash Bash. Maggie, oh yes, I'm joining right now. Yes, this is our first one. This is Summer Stash Bash for 2025. I have decided I will absolutely be doing this every year. I think that's like good. It's right in the middle of the year. 2 months of just busting your stash, especially right before the holiday. I feel like we end up buying a lot more yarn around the holidays. So using the summer to kind of get rid of your yarn, get rid of your stash. But yeah, yeah. Welcome, Maggie. And then you can post pictures of your makes on Yarn Over Hook. So if you want to join, you can join for free at yarnoverhook.com. We would love to have you. We would love to see what you're making. And if you want to find more ideas on like busting your stash. Feral and sensitive, it doesn't count. Everybody is rooting for you. It does not count. It doesn't count if you had to buy yarn, Kyla. I think it's more important to get your whip done. So yeah, I don't think it counts. Bonnie, oh Lord, hoop. Now you're talking basketball. We just need to get off the subject. I don't sports. I don't sports. Go sports team. Whenever my dad would invite me over or have me over for like Super Bowl stuff, or like I don't know what the baseball one's called. I would cheer with them and like, go sports team, shoot the hoop, get the goal, strike, and he would just die. He's like, Samantha, please stop. Please stop cheering. And I'm like, go sports team, go sports team. I've always been like that. I don't. That's a whole other world. That's a whole other world for me. Completely foreign. But I like to be here sometimes. I went to all the things. I went to the parade when the Cubs won, and when the Blackhawks won. And I like FIFA. I'll watch FIFA. That's it. I do like FIFA. Okay, let's see. You guys need to come here and help me bust my stash. Annette just wants to do a trip. Every live, Annette, you're like, retreat. Let's do a yarn trip. Let's meet up there. Annette just wants to do a trip, a crochet trip. Gladys, I need to find you on the Clock app for lives. Yeah, so it's the same thing, Yarn Over Hook Social. I have migrated our lives here. So if you want to hang out for lives, just come here. Um, we're in the US, and so we don't know what's going to happen with the Clock app. So I've migrated our lives here, and I like it here. So this is where most of them, if not all of them, will be. I haven't gone live on the Clock app in a little bit, but I do want to get back on there like maybe once a week. But I enjoy the lives here a lot. And I don't have to worry about what's going to happen with YouTube. So you can find us still. I post stuff, so I post stuff there, and especially I repost a lot of things. So if you're like, if you want some help like looking for other crochet accounts, I do a lot of reposting of other crochet accounts on the Clock app to help like give some more inspiration to the community and stuff. Oh, Maggie, yay! Welcome. Annette, I'm working on a Bolero shrug. Galia, who's your favorite soccer team? Oh, so every year I usually end up cheering for Germany. Last year, or not last year, not every year, every time. I don't even know when it starts. I just noticed like my phone will tell me like FIFA started, and so I'll reinstall all of the apps and just follow. But I typically end up following Germany. I think the last one I was following Portugal a lot. It just kind of depends. If I like really enjoy how they play, then I just follow them for the whole thing. Um, I liked Japan. But yeah, it's usually Germany. It's usually Germany. Annette, don't tempt me with a good time. I love cruising, and there's a craft cruise. Have you heard of it, Annette? Have you seen it? Diana, hi! I'm making another baseball. You're so funny. You joined at the perfect time. We've been talking sports. Kind of. I've been trying. Annette, have you seen it? Have you seen the crafting cruise? Yes. Maggie, yes. Yes, friends, there's a crafting cruise. And it is specifically for crafters. Um, and like you can do a bunch of different crafting. It's they hold like different workshops. They have different groups. And I can't remember where this last one went. I just so happened to see it. I'll post it on Yarn Over Hook. I'll have to do some deep diving, but I'll post it on Yarn Over Hook. Insane. And I will absolutely host a group if y'all are interested in going. Do not tempt me with a good time. I have just recently fallen in love with cruises. And we will do it. We will do it. Who's down? Who's down? Cuz y'all don't know. I will plan it. I will plan it now. I will plan it yesterday if you guys want to go. Feral and sensitive. Hi, I also would like to do a crochet trip. Thank you, Gladys. Thank you for liking the live. Nightbot is out there like, hey guys, you've been here for a minute. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Nightbot is out there doing the thing. I want to go nowhere. Wait, what? There's a craft cruise. Details, please. Get me on the ship right now. Crafting cruise? Sign me up. You guys are so funny. You will not catch me on the cruise in the middle of the ocean. Not happening. And I just had to recommend. You're missing out. But if you don't want to, that's okay. We'll do one on land too, Bunny. We'll do a retreat on land. Because Annette reminds me every live. Galia, a crochet cruise would be so fun. Bummer they don't do it where I'm from. Do tell where though. I will. I'm gonna share details because I'm gonna share the video. There's a cozy gamer. I can't remember what her name is, but there's a cozy gamer that I follow. I can't remember her name. And she just did one like maybe like a month or so ago. And she said she loved it. So I was like, oh no. I feel like I have to do this cruise. Yeah, and it's specifically for crafters. So you get like there's tons of sitting areas for you to just sit and do your craft, rooms for you to like host clubs or parties or like little like sit like meet and greets like mhm. One of my son's favorite soccer players from Liverpool team passed a few days ago. Oh my gosh. It's so sad and that team is deep red and yellow. Wow. I'm gonna have to look that up. I did not know that. Um Annette, I know Mikey from Crochet or Mickey from Crochet have done them before. Okay, so do you know what I'm talking about then, Annette? Duh, me. Sonia, me. But I'm low-key terrified of being in a giant boat in the middle of the ocean. Nothing to be afraid of. They're amazing. It's great. It's so much fun. I gave my husband a cruise for our wedding gift. So he and like 20 of our friends are all going on a cruise next year. I went on a cruise for my birthday. I planned a cruise for my friend's birthday, my family reunion cruise. I'm like all in on cruises now. So if y'all want to plan a crafting cruise, I will look up the details. Gladys thing, I don't know if currently have a budget for it. Oh, it won't be tomorrow. Gladys, it won't be tomorrow. It'll be some time. Even an Airbnb, just like a retreat. Annette is like retreat, retreat. She just like comments retreat to like remind me that we need a trip. Next summer, we need to do one during Summer Stash Bash. Oh, that would be fun. But then it'd be like, then you can't buy yarn on the boat. What if they're selling yarn on the boat? Maggie, that would be so tempting. But then, and then like we're gonna be traveling places. What if there's yarn stores? So we can't do it during a stash bash. We would have to do it either before or after. Sonia, now a river cruise I can get behind. How do you feel about river cruise, Bonnie? Oh, a river cruise is nice, but I feel like those are so short. Oh, I'll have to look that up, Annette. Thank you. My luck, I'd be on the Titanic. Mars, you're doing a Disney cruise next year? Nice. I'm up for an on-land retreat, like all in. Yes, I mean, we're definitely an on-land retreat. We're gonna get into Michelle's bus. Michelle has a converted bus, and we're all gonna squeeze onto that and have Roman drive us around. That's what we decided. I mean, we can do international, Galia. We could do that. We're not limited. Yarn Over Hook isn't going anywhere. We could do a cruise. We can do a land retreat next year, a cruise in 3 years, an international trip in 5 years. We can do like all of the things, even shorter than that. The world is our oyster, friends. We crochet. We make things happen. So, yeah. Gladys, it could be an exception. It could be. It could be. Maggie, right after the sash us then, since it would be. Oh, right, we would have space in our sash. We would have space in our stash. That's true. Nairo, my daughter turns 15 next year. She's outdoorsy camper girl, not very girly girl. She suggested a cruise quinceañera and trade the princess dress with flip-flops and fishing poles. Nairo, your daughter sounds so cool. I love that. Trade her princess dress for flip-flops and fishing poles. I went fishing for my birthday for several years with my granddad. Like your daughter is a one. Like that is so fun. Gladys, Caribbean, Dominican Republic, highly recommend. I love the Dominican Republic. You do not have to twist my arm. I love the Dominican Republic. Nairo, we have never gone on our cruise, so her bid is tempting. Do it, do it, do it, and bring your yarn. Crocheting on a cruise is something else, friends. Something else. It's nice. It's nice. Sitting out there in the sun, they bring you food, you're by the pool, just hanging out. There's like some nice music going, all inclusive. You click your, like, because we did a Virgin cruise. So I do Virgin cruises. You order on the phone, you order the food, and you tell them where you're at. Or just turn on your GPS and they're like, oh, hi, Miss Sammy, this is your food. And I'm like, oh, thank you. You can put it on the table there. And I'm just like crocheting away. Guys, it's so fun. It's so fun. Because we could do an all-inclusive. That would be on land. We could do an all-inclusive. Or even just like an Airbnb and order pizza. Like we can do the whole gambit. I said we crochet. We crochet. We can do anything. Anything. We'll just make a poll first. And then we'll do it. Say less. I'm telling you guys. See, and then Bonnie lives by 3 lakes. See, Bonnie's already volunteering to host. We're going to Bonnie's house. There, we have it planned. We have an on land one, and we have an on the ocean one. There we go. Done. Okay, let me check the poll. We haven't done a check-in. So with 46 votes, what is your favorite crochet gadget? Yarn winder for making cakes is 54%. I think we might have a winner. Yarn spinner for holding your yarn, 15%. Row stitch counter is 13%. And yarn bolt is 17%. Sonia, what do we think? What do we ask Nightbot to get the Bolero pattern again? Oh, I'll just share it. He doesn't know the Bolero pattern. Because what I could do is I'll be sure to set up Nightbot with what I'm crocheting. The thing is that I typically don't decide what I'm crocheting until like literally right before I turn on the live. So let me just share it. I'll just share it again. It's no worries at all. And then I'll put it in the description as well. Bolero shrug. I can't remember the emojis I put, but we'll put those ones. Those are my go-to. And then it's your inspirations. There you go. Yeah, of course. Of course, of course, of course. Y'all know I do not gatekeep, and I will share it again and again if I have to. No worries at all. And then thank you for asking that, Sonia. If you guys have any suggestions or requests for like Nightbot commands, just let me know. And then I'll also do like a Nightbot like command list so that you could like, I think there's like something that's like commands and you can like see the list of commands that you can do. I want to make the live as like enjoyable as possible for y'all, as well as like resourceful. I want it to be resourceful as well, because that's yarn over hook. Like, yeah. So anything you guys need, just let me know. Bonnie, no. I mean, you said you were at a lake. That sounds perfect. Who's down for lake crocheting? I am, me. So I'm coming to your house, Bonnie. We can watch sports if you want. We got vacation house this year. We'll get one of those. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, we'll have to plan a retreat. We'll have to see how that can go. Because we'd want it to be as accessible as possible. We have a lot of international friends, but the first ones will have to be here in the US so that we can like test it out, figure it out, all of those things. I need to go on a couple myself so that I can like spy, like what are they doing? How do they do it? All the things. Because you guys know, we all know this, Sammi is a perfectionist, so it can't be anything but perfect for y'all. So it's gonna take time, but I'm so down. Yeah, I'm so down. Oh, here, not year. We got vacation house. Wait, here? We'll get one of those. Okay, perfect. I don't care, Bonnie. You just tell me, you just give me an address where to go and I'll be there. Yeah, and the sports, and we'll do sports. We'll sports something. Yeah, whatever you'd like. Go team. Go sports. Woo! I'll do my best. Nairo, consider the Northeast. By the coast of Maine and Rhode Island, Massachusetts, near the Cape. full of lighthouses, lobsters, sand, and whip bags full of yarn. I can't like, oh gosh, I have to exhale at some points. Nairo, don't tempt me with a good time. But I'm biased. I mean, that was really specific, so I figured as much, but that's okay, because that sounds heavenly. Heavenly. If we got like a beach house, y'all. Are we planning our retreat? Are we planning it right now? Maggie, then we could all make something with sports colors. Yes, go sports. I don't know what sports I do. We can, maybe I'll just crochet a baseball. I'll crochet a baseball, like Diana's baseball. That's what I'll do. Go sports. Get the hoop, shoot the goal. And then I'm on my way. Annette is hungry for a crochet vacay. Crochet vacay. Let me put it in the chat. Friend. Some emojis. Crochet vacay. And then we'll put some airplanes. Here's some airplanes. And a boat. That's a cruise, right? Kind of looks like one. Kind of looks like a yacht. That doesn't really look like a cruise. And that looks like the Titanic. And we don't want to remind Bonnie of the Titanic. Okay, so we'll put that. And we'll put a beach. That kind of looks like a desert. We'll put waves. No, we can't put that because that's also scary next to the boat. So we'll put... I'm trying to think of the cruise people who are scared of cruises. I don't want to make you guys scared. Okay, and then this one. That was a lot for 2 words, but that's okay. We want to get the message across. There's a lot of emojis. That's okay. Tris, watching you work on your shrug makes me want to make a turtle with that green. This is a really pretty green. It's a very pretty green. My cousin has good taste. She picked this green. It's bay leaf in the 24/7. And it even describes on their site, it's like a something olive. It's like a type of like olive, but like a little different. A little different. Gladys, ooh, that would be so cute. It would be so cute. Feral and Sensitive, try out ice hockey. They just had the most diverse draft class in one of these words. See? I don't know what any of that means. I know that NHL is National Hockey League. Draft class? That is so awesome, and I love that for y'all. It's a good thing, right? It sounds like a good thing. That is so great. I'm so happy. And that Airbnb. Nairo, I know zero about sports. All I know is I'm a New York Yankees only because I was born there. Plus, they are Boston rivals, and it's fun to be opposites to the Red Sox. So that sounds great. I love that. I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't think you guys understand that I do not sports. I don't sports. But I love cheering you guys on. So if you guys are happy, then I am ecstatic. And I will cheer you on. Go sports team. Bonnie, I can try. I can try. Tricia, thanks. Gladly, so hard not to crochet. I must make rest so I can next week. We'll try Monday. Yeah, definitely rest, Trish. But it stinks because I feel like you keep getting inspiration. And I get that feeling of wanting to crochet. I had to take such a long break after making a purse for my sister. Oh, it was so much. Doing waistcoat stitch with t-shirt yarn as a tight crocheter? -1 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend. I couldn't crochet for weeks. I couldn't crochet for weeks. Oh my gosh. It was so bad. I had the worst pain in my shoulder and my elbow, my wrist, and my fingers. The worst pain. And that was before I had learned about ergonomic hooks. So I was using a completely aluminum hook. My father-in-law has this like there's like a medical grade version of it. It's like those electric pulse things. And I use it on my knee because in the winter I get really sore knees. And it's like you put the pads on and then it like sends an electric pulse. And I'm like, and I'll sit there and I'm like, ah. And I'm like on level 10. And he's like, you're on level 10. I was like, and it feels great. I put it on my shoulder after crocheting that purse. And my shoulder was like dancing. Like every electric pulse, it was like, bah, 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 bah. My husband was like, Samantha, what is going on? And I was like, the electric is pulsing all the crochet out of my shoulder. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And like, I was sitting there as it was going, I was crocheting. Because I was like, finally, I was like, I need to crochet. I need to do something. And so I put those on. And then I'm sitting there like trying to crochet. So yes, take care of yourself. Take breaks. Like, crochet isn't going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So take breaks, take breaks. Denise crochet vacation during Hershner's warehouse sale by the Great Lakes. When is our next one? Because the Great Lakes, it's not really in the middle, but it's accessible. Because I would want to do something if it's US, like something in the middle, like not a coast, even though Nairo's idea is amazing and we're going to put that on there as an option. It would be great to do something, and not like the Midwest, like nothing against the Midwest, but like something, something like kind of in the middle. Because like Wyoming wouldn't be bad. Is that one kind of in the middle? Kind of. It's like middle and up. No, not Wyoming. Wyoming? Something with nature. And I feel like there's a lot of good nature that's like underrated in kind of the middle areas. Like lakes and like stuff like that. But Michigan does not sound bad. It doesn't sound bad at all. Jenny, I love that sort of thing for back pain. It's good, right? It's good. Yeah, it's like really nice. Gladys, oh yes, Trish, rest. I know what you mean. I'm dealing with carpal tunnel syndrome and sucks because I just started. Ugh. LOL, that tension must have been fun to see at the end of it. That bag is stiff. It is rock hard. Rock hard bag. It's not going anywhere. It is like, it is a stiff bag. Like she could like, Galia, I'd rather use a 2mm hook in the fingering weight than use t-shirt yarn. It's so rough. It gives me the worst pain. I don't know how people love it. I don't know how people love it either. But it makes great bags with the waistcoat stitch. Beautiful bags. Makes beautiful bags. So, like, I get it, but it's like, do not send me a t-shirt yarn pattern to do. I have so much t-shirt yarn that I have to use because of that. And I have black t-shirt yarn because I was like, oh, I like this bag. I'll make one for my sister and I'll make a black one for myself. That was last August. No. So I'm going to make a cat bed out of that t-shirt yarn. I'm just going to freehand a cat bed. I'm bummed that it'll be black, but that's okay. And we'll probably keep it in here so that when Toshi gets up here, he'll love it. I know he'll love it. Trish, oh Sammy, I feel your pain. I got foam handles from my micro crochet hooks. I had, oh, where'd it go? I had to add glue to hold it in place, but that helps so much. Yeah, I'm just glad that I switched to ergonomic because I haven't had pain like that since I switched. Ooh, Minnesota. That's a good one, Nairo. So Michigan, Minnesota, the East Coast. I live in Branson, Missouri. It's smack dab in the middle of the country. Lots to do here. Bonnie, we already said that we were coming. And then you said no because I can't talk sports. So am I invited or am I not invited? It's okay, Nairo. It's okay. I'm not going to look too closely. I knew what you were saying. I live in northern Utah. Oh, Utah is beautiful too, Robin. Wisconsin only because they have Hirschners. True. True, Mars. Feral and Sensitive got to head out, but it was nice meeting y'all. It was nice meeting you too, Feral and Sensitive. Thank you for hanging out. Bonnie and Branson is in the Ozarks, and oh my goodness, the Ozarks are beautiful. I have heard so many good things about the Ozarks. Robin, I've heard Utah is a dream. It's on my bucket list to go hiking in Utah. Utah is gorgeous. I went there in 2020, right before the pandemic, for Sundance Film Festival. Incredible. I had no idea that Utah looked like that. It was gorgeous. It was so pretty. Lucinda has lots of one skirt yarn patterns. Oh, one skein yarn patterns? One shirt yarn patterns? What do you mean? What do you mean? Ooh, Lucinda. Ooh, what do you mean? Robin, it is very beautiful here for sure. Bonnie, no, I said you can't come to my house. We gotta get a vacation house. Come on, girl. Fine. You're the one that said you were on the lakes. No, I know. I'm just inviting myself over to people's places. I invited myself over to Michelle's converted bus. I'm just like, I'm down to go anywhere. I'm just down to go. Yeah, I got a yellow t-shirt yarn to make a basket, but I might be donating the yarn to a shelter with some old hooks I no longer use. That would be nice, Trish. Hi, Renee. What were we talking about? What were we going to tell Renee when she got here? Oh, Renee, you and I have to work together to make a jingle. Because I sang a jingle at the beginning of this live. And I was like, I'm sure Renee and I could come up with something. Gladys, I've tried 2 ergonomics so far. Did like the clover, the brownish ones. Forgot the name. And Prim ones so far. Prim I liked, but feel like I'll need a little more ergonomic. Gladys, need a little more ergonomic in my ergonomic. I like the clover ones. I'm using Tulip right now, which are also Japanese hooks. More ergonomic. Have you tried a furls? Those are thick. Those are thick. That might give you more ergonomic. Denise, I'm in Lebanon, just south of Lake Ozark, north of Branson. Oh. Wait, so then are you not far from Bonnie? Like here in Missouri? Or not here, but like Missouri? I'd have to ship a few boxes home and travel with 2 empty luggage if I go there. I would too. Absolutely. Bonnie, Lebanon is about an hour away. Our school plays their school when my daughter went to school. Oh, nice. Galia, love the cat bed idea. Please share it when you do end up making it. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to make a cat bed from the black yarn that I have. Bonnie, I called the mountains here. I've only lived here 8 years. They said you think they're mountains because you're from Chicago. You would think they're mountains. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, no, those are definitely not mountains. Those are mountains. Have you guys been to the Southwest? To like Utah, Colorado, New Mexico? I'm from New Mexico. And I remember, where was I? Oh, it was here. And people would say like, oh, like the mountains around Burbank. I'm like, those aren't mountains. Those are hills. I would do the same thing. Renee, LOL fabulous. Let's do it. Gladys, yes, and I meant to say didn't like the clover ones. Oh, you didn't like the clover ones. The furls, so Furls. They are very thick in the base. They have a long neck and they're very glidey. Renee has one and really likes it. Annette has some and doesn't like it. So it'd be up to you to try. It'd be up to you to try. In that Summer Stash Bash pattern, if you do exclamation point SSB5, she has a code for furls hooks. I don't know if it still works, but I did notice it in the pattern because she uses a furls hook in her pattern. So if you want to try one out, you can maybe try and use her code. Love all those areas. I've skied in Colorado and Utah, here in California. Ooh, where the real mountains. Yes. Jenny, I like the resin and wood one I have. I got a metal J 6mm and that thing is heavy. Ooh. Is it like so heavy you feel like you're doing a workout while you crochet? Renee, I do. I love it. I have only one though. Right, you got the like birthday one. Trish, well, all I will be watching on TV, I have to get my son to help clean up. We have friends coming for tea tonight. That sounds so nice, Trish. That sounds so nice. I hope you guys have an amazing time. Ah, oh. Nairo and Bonnie, please share. Why are you guys not fans? Sonia, haha, yeah, Rogers has much more options for shopping than Harrison. What is that? What did I miss? Ah. Bonnie, I got dot hooks a year ago and absolutely love them. Did you now? Interesting. Interesting that you say that. Jenny, furls are a bit pricey. I wait for sales. They are a bit pricey. They are a bit pricey. Sonia, yep, it does. Diana, I just posted a picture of the baseball number 2. Many to come. What are they for, Diana? Are they gifts? Renee, anyone else tricking their Apple Watch into thinking they're doing steps while we're crocheting? I got over 14,000 steps yesterday and barely went from the couch to the kitchen and back. Renee, you are a walking queen. That must have been a lot of trips. That is so funny. I used to wear a tracker, but I don't remember ever clocking my crochet. Is there a way for you to change the setting on there? Jenny, it was significantly heavier than the resin I have. That's the same size. The yarn slides on the metal hook like a hot knife through butter. It glides on that hook. On the metal ones, it glides. I've used Renee's hook and I was like, whoa. It would take me some time to get used to that. It just like, it glides. Because even like the tulip and the clover, I feel like the yarn glides on there depending on the fiber that you use. But I was using, what was I using? Renee, was it cotton that we were crocheting that you had us test with on your furls? And it was just like, it was like butter. It was like butter. We are having roast lamb with roast veggies and mac and cheese. That sounds great, Trish. We're going to Trish's house. Bonnie, first of all, I'd never spend that kind of money on a hook. You tell us, Bonnie. Plus, I have one. It's a wooden one, and I can't stand it. Why? Hi, Anya. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. Renee, I barely got up. Oh, and it clocks the piano too. I think you need, yeah, I think you need, there has to be a setting. Ah, yes, it was sugar and cream. I just bought a set of Prim hooks. So far, I really like them. A lot of people like Prim. Diana, I just wanted to make them. They're so cute. They're so cute. Anya, I do have some tips. If you put exclamation point ABC, it'll pull up our Absolute Beginners Crochet playlist. And I give so many tips and all of the beginner basics in those tutorials. Welcome, Anya, to the world of crochet. Renee, Trish, I'm coming over. Narrow, for me, they are too expensive for each one, even with a sale, only for them to break. Oh, right. Was it yours that broke, Nairo? I think it was yours. No, and it was somebody else. Lindsay? Somebody else mentioned that their furl hooks break. Ooh. I have had 3 break. One while single crochet, one making flower petals, and one making a cotton coaster, all resin hooks. That's wild. Bonnie, but I really like the dot hooks. Is that what you mean? Narrow frills is a hard pass for me as of now. But again, their metal hooks are heavier, but I'd like to see if those are better. Interesting. Did they give you your money back, Nairo? What happened? You're breaking 3 hooks. What happened? Because that's a lot of money. That's like $100. Why am I whispering? That's like $100. Over $100. Jenny, I broke one when it dropped on the wooden floor. Oh my gosh. And was yours resin too, Jenny? Bonnie dot ES. Wow, yeah, okay, I'm excited for dots. No worries, Diana. Let's see, why isn't that working? Annette, I don't like furls. I own them. Ugh. My goodness. I've heard a lot. I've heard that a lot. Gladys, okay, hard pass on the furls, the number amount of yarn I can buy. LOL. True. True. You still have the handle? Oh my gosh, Jenny. Oh my goodness. Renee, I got the furls for 23, and I really was hoping it would make the sugar and cream easier on my wrists. Answered, yes, it did. Good. I am very glad that it helped because I know that was the main reason why you were looking at different hooks, was so that you can work with that sugar and cream a lot better. So I'm so glad to hear that. Very, very glad to hear that. All right, I'm checking to be sure that I have not made a mistake because I've been going for a bit now. And knowing me, I'll make a mistake and completely miss it. Guys, we haven't made any mistakes. I've caught myself, but we haven't like missed any. It's looking perfect. It's looking perfect. I can't wait to make myself one. Sonia dropped it on the floor. Excuse me? That must have been a defective hook. Like, didn't cure right. Because that's way too fragile for me, right? That's what I'm saying, especially for the price. Naira Renee, I do agree. I love how it feels when using it. I just wish that they weren't so fragile. Has anybody had problems with the metal one? I feel like all I'm reading are the wood and the resin. Or is it just the resin ones that have been breaking? Because I was looking at a resin one. Nairo, oh, my hands and shoulders. Painless, but emotional damage overload. I know the ergonomic is ergonomicing for those hooks. But if I broke one, do you know how upset I would be? Especially after spending the money. I would be so upset. Yeah, that's like way too fragile. Way too fragile. Annette, what are you using in the size of yarn? So I'm using a tulip 5.5 millimeter, a 9 or an I. And the yarn I'm using is a size 4, the Line brand 24/7. So it's the worsted cotton, their worsted cotton. And I love this. I love the tulip hooks. I've been using them actually more than my clovers lately. Like the difference is mad nominal. Like very, 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 very small. So I like them both equally, but for some reason, when I start a new project, I've been grabbing a tulip before I grab my clover. Gladys, I have kids, it would break in one day. Oh yeah, no. Metal too heavy. Okay. Renee, I'm working on a Bolero shrug for my cousin. I don't know if she's still here watching, but yeah, I'm working on a Bolero shrug for my cousin. We've gotten a lot done. I think I only had like 2 rows, maybe 2.5 rows when we started the live. So we've gotten a lot done. This is a very fast project. Kyla, so I just frogged a blanket. That was a whip from a while ago, and there's so much yarn. What are you gonna make? What are you gonna make, Kyla? Jenny, I didn't pay full price for the one that broke, and I bought 12 furls. Most were on sale. That's what, like, I think I might get one for Black Friday. I think I might wait for the Black Friday sales. I feel like Black Friday sales aren't like what they used to be. You know, like lining up outside of stores and stuff. Bringing in your coupons for extra sales. But I've noticed that some of the online shops tend to have some good ones, tend to have some good Black Friday sales. But the big box stores, talking to y'all. And then I have tulip, don't like it as much as clover. What don't you like about it? Is it just the feel? I think because of how I hold my hook. So you guys see how I hold my hook? I like the tulip because of this. Do you see the thumb rest? It's like perfect, especially for my long nails. Like that thumb rest like keeps my nails from messing with my yarn, which is really, really nice. That is what I think, that's what I like the most about this. The clover hooks don't have that. Where's my 5/5 clover? What color is I? I know J is brown. I is green. No, I is not green. Is I pink? Nope, that's F. Is I red? Nope, that's E. What color is I? It was green. See, I know my hooks. You see the difference there? So I think that is why I've been gravitating towards tulip. It's been really nice with my long nails to have that stoppage there. Whereas my clover doesn't have that. So I feel like my thumb can end up going further onto the hook. Whereas my tulip, do you see the difference? Wait, there we go. I'll hold it on my shirt so we have that contrast. So that's where my thumb stops for my tulip. Even further back sometimes because I can feel it coming. Whereas my clover, my thumb can go like almost all the way onto the shaft of the hook. So I think that's why I've been leaning more towards tulip, because I get that stoppage as I'm like, because my tension is really tight. And so like I don't have that with clover. And I have it with tulip. I think that might be why I keep gravitating towards it. And then I can feel it here. When I'm pushing, I can feel the tension here in my arm. With my clover, oh yeah, I feel it more because I don't have any control. So I think that's why I've been leaning towards tulip. But I still love my clover. I do. I love my clover. The yarn is bay leaf, or the olive green that they have. Yeah, I think on the Lion Brand site they have 2 names for it. But if you look for the 24/7 on other sites, it's just called bay leaf. Kyla, I'm going to remake the blanket, but it's knitting. Nice. Then you'll have plenty of yarn then. Smurf Creations, I use the aluminum and metal crochet hooks. The all aluminum and metal. The handle on the tulip is awesome. That's what I really like. Oh, you prefer the hook part. Ah, it gets caught on the yarn. Oh, interesting. I don't notice that. The tulip is pointier, which is also probably why I really like it. Interesting, Annette. Naira, I wish the hooks would be longer so it passes my hand on the back. I dislike the feel of the ends rubbing my hand as I work. Oh, I get what you're saying. Ah. Hmm. This one, oh, that's a clover. Where's my woobles? Woobles. I feel like mine stop at like the same place. Oof, I did not like that. What other hooks do I have? My wooden one. Here's another wooden one. This one is a lantern moon wooden hook. This one goes a little bit past, but it's just the decoration that goes past it. And this is an ergonomic Susan Bates. Oh, that one goes really far. That one goes really far past. Huh. I hadn't thought about that. Do you feel like you don't have good grip too with it like rubbing? Renee and that's what happens with me too. Oh, interesting. Well, I was just noticing the letter MM difference between a Furls and a Susan Bates, mostly in the larger hook sizes. What's the difference? What did you notice? Oh, yay, Annette! I can't wait to see pictures. Yeah, I have heard that folks that prefer that like long hook use Tunisian crochet hooks so that they get the long hook that goes past their hands. Have you tried that, Naira? Okay, can I finish this? I don't think so. I think I have to stop here. We'll do like a couple more. So it seems like my package didn't come. I'm so bummed. Let me see. I'll have to wait till Tuesday to open it with y'all. Yeah, it says it's still coming. Watch, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get off the live and then it's gonna show up. Oh well. So yeah, I just want to reiterate, friends, if you have any recommendations or requests, any questions that you might have, maybe suggestions on like printables or videos that I should do not hesitate to slide into my DMs on Yarn Over Hook. I would love, love, love to hear your requests. I would love to hear the things that you guys are struggling with and would like some like detailed explanations on explanations on. Do not hesitate. Rasni, awesome! I'm so glad. I'm so happy to hear that. I am so, so happy to hear that. Oh, interesting, Jenny. Huh. Yeah, some hooks are evil with the rubbing narrow, so I get you. That's why I don't like Prism. I've mentioned this before, where they put this part, y'all see that at the bottom? That rubs my hands raw. It is so uncomfortable for me. Like, I will show you as I'm holding the hook where it sits. Right there. That's where the little like number is. And because this is raised a little bit, it's just like as I'm crocheting. Oh, I was like I can still feel it. Like thinking about it and holding the hook there, I immediately feel, oh, it was so painful and I could not figure out what was going on. And I finally stopped and looked at the hook and I took a nail file to it and had to file it down. It was much worse than this. So I get the sensory thing, Nairo. I totally understand you. Rasni, we do have some Let's Crochets in mind, Alexis and I. We want to do them together, some Let's Crochets, especially during the holiday. We want to do a crochet along kind of thing for the month of like October or November for some Christmas ideas. So we're already on it, Rasni. I'm glad we're on the same page. We're gonna do some like extra lives that's like let's crochet dot 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 and it'll be something. Um yeah, that's what happens. So I have to put something on there. Oh right, Nairo, you had mentioned that. You put pencil grips at the end of your prism hooks. Cause I'm like, why does it Oh, Gladys, that makes sense. Because I knife hold, right? Yeah. So I hold like a knife. Or is it, yeah. Yeah, right? This is the knife hold. And so it rubs up against my hand. If I were to do the pencil hold, it wouldn't. I didn't even think about that. I wonder if they made it in mind with pencil crochet, like pencil holder crocheters. I didn't even think about that because I was like, why in the world would you put that there? And it must be because of pencil holder crocheters. Because if you hold it like this, the raised is right here. And you can read it if you're right-handed. That must be what it is. That must be what it is. Interesting. Yeah, they're not very easy to read, Bonnie. And I don't like that the measurement isn't on here. It's just a letter. They're not very easy to read. Interesting. I didn't even think about that. Huh. Well, that was a great end to the live. Let me check the poll. So with 53 votes, what is your favorite crochet gadget? Yarn winder for making cakes is at 55%. Yarn spinner for holding yarn is at 17%. Row/stitch counter 13%. And yarn bowl at 15%. Very nice. Mars, to make a large scale amigurumi, would you use thicker yarn or would that require some math to make it larger? Yeah, if you want to make it bigger, use thicker yarn and bigger hook. Let me see. Top fans. I think Trish is just watching, but thank you, Trish. You are number 1. Sonia is number 2, and Jenny is number 3. Yay! Thank you guys so much for all of your interactions. Thank you, thank you. And let me end the poll. I think that's it. Now we have the long wait. We have the long wait, friends. I'm so sorry. I will see you guys next at 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday of next week. Have a fun and safe weekend if you're still celebrating 4th of July. And yeah, you all are amazing as always. Did I forget anything? I keep forgetting stuff. I want to be sure I'm not forgetting anything. I don't think so. No way. Did my package just get here? Okay, no, it didn't. So we'll open it on Tuesday. Okay, friends. Bye. Bye.